world of Rathe is a vast ocean of stories and untold mysteries, which can often make learning its lore a bit of a challenge. Legend Story Studios has done a great job at both releasing interesting and compelling lore in the form of short stories on the official fabtcg.com website, and in the flavour and design of the cards themselves. This marriage between flavour and function helps make Flesh and Blood stand out from its contemporaries. In this video, I'll guide you on your journey to learning more about the wonderful world of the Flesh and Blood TCG, from information provided through game pieces to where to read up on all the latest lore. To begin, let's look at one of the first things a player will notice about the game when they begin playing: the cards. The heroes of Flesh and Blood are a diverse cast from many walks of life, and are one of the game's biggest draws. Their personalities can not only allow players to connect with their decks on a more personal level, but can also dictate their playstyle. The fiery and rebellious Ninja Fire plays with an aggressive playstyle by launching a barrage of smaller attacks at his opponents, whilst the staunch and strong Guardian Oldhim defends with shields and returns large and disruptive attacks to grind his opponents to a halt. Card frames are used in Flesh and Blood to help signal to players certain lore information. Each hero's card's design is based upon one of many region frames that denote the hero's region of origin. For example, Dorinthia Ironsong, Prism, and Victor Goldmane all share the same Golden Baroque framing of the region of Solana, despite being of different classes, as each hero comes from Solana. Some variants of these frames also exist to denote special heroes, such as Shiana using a rose gold variant of Solana's frame. The frames you can find on heroes are as follows: Solana's Golden Baroque frame, along with a special rose gold frame. Aria's Platinum and Rainbow Crystal frame, along with elemental variants for Earth, Lightning, and Ice, or a combination of all those elements respectively. And a special Crystal Opal frame. A festive red and green frame also exists, as seen on the Christmas promo hero Squizzy and Floof. Mysteria's Blue Wind and Wave frame, along with a special Gold and Jade frame. The Savage Land's Green Vine and Skull Adorned frame. Metrix's Copper Steampunk frame. The Pits' Ramshackled Wood and Rope frame. Volkor's Volcanic Rock frame, along with a special Golden Rock frame. The Demonastery's Gothic Purple Crystal frame. The Deathmatch Arena's Statue Adorned Gladiatorial frame. And a generic frame for promo heroes and heroes not tied to a specific region. These frames are not only visually appealing, but are also a great way to get a general sense of a hero's backstory from a glance. For example, looking at the frame of Briar, Warden of Thorns, shows that she is not only a hero from Aria, but that the elements she specialises in are Earth and Lightning. Looking at both Uzuri and her adult version Uzuri Switchblade, shows that her region of origin has changed as she has aged, linking her past to Mysteria and her present to the Pits. Each region is also tied through both lore and gameplay to a talent, a specific type of technique or power found only in that region and its denizens. Cards that are specifically typed as a talent share the same frame design as the hero cards from that region. For example, heroes from Mysteria share the same card frame as Mystic cards. Some other game mechanics can also help players discover more of Flesh and Blood's fantastic lore. One great example of this are Specialization cards. Specialization cards are cards that can only be used by a specific hero. Whilst this is often used as a way to help balance powerful card designs and limit the decks that can utilize them, it can also be a flavorful way to convey lore. For example, cards like Regicide, Singing Steelblade, and Bequest the Vast Beyond show moments within the game's story, or hint at what heroes may be up to. Cards like Doomsday, Eclipse, and Oblivion are tied to Levia, Chain, and Vinset respectively, to show their connection to a specific Emperor. The legendary keyword can also give us subtle hints towards the game's lore as well. Whilst often used as another way to balance cards by limiting them to a single copy per deck, they can also show very key moments within the story, as is the case with cards like Regicide and Singularity, or to show that a specific place or object within the lore only exists once, such as the various Fabled Gems, Gulganian Tome, or the various landmarks. It's a common consensus that the artwork for Flesh and Blood is some of the best in the TCG industry, but it also plays an important role in conveying the story of the game. It is through the art that we can gain more in-depth knowledge about characters, world lore, and hints towards future stories. In combination with flavor text, cards can help us piece together parts of the story that we may not have been privy to through official stories and other media. For example, the card Emissary of Wind, released in the set Part the Mistveil, shows a fighter from Mysteria walking through a wheat field with the city of Solana in the background.
I must confer with the guardians of these lands. The encroaching darkness is but a prelude. The wind dares not murmur of what follows.
Dan Liu, Kotori Gale Warden. The combination of this art and flavor text shows us that the normally isolationist-leaning society of Mysteria is aware of the growing conflict of the War of the Monarchs. This is not stated anywhere within official stories released for the game before the release of this card, showing that Flesh and Blood hides plenty of intriguing and important lore within the cards themselves. Other interesting secrets have been hidden on cards throughout the game's life, such as various scripts for the Arcane, Solanian, Imperial, and Seer languages. The main source of lore for Flesh and Blood comes in the form of short stories posted on the official fabtcg.com website. Lore regarding the different heroes, regions, and various official stories are separated into different pages on the website for easier searching. A special lore book, Welcome to Rathe Volume 1, was sent to stores who supported the game during its first few months in the market, and has also been given away as a special prize for various contests on special occasions. This book features information on Rathe at large, the regions of Solana, Aria, the Savage Lands, and Mysteria, various professions, the 4 original heroes Dorinthia, Bravo, Rhinar, and Katsu, plus exclusive concept art. While most of this information can be found on the fabtcg.com website, some content is found only in this book. Thankfully, there is a scanned PDF version available within the online community for those who do not have a physical copy. Speaking of community, the Flesh and Blood lore community is a passionate section of fans who love discussing the latest lore and theories. One valuable resource created by a member of this community is legendarystories.net, a website that collates official stories but also flavor text, lore snippets in official articles, language ciphers, and much more. I highly recommend using this website as your main source for anything relating to Flesh and Blood lore if you are looking to dive deeper. If you are looking for methods to discuss lore with fellow community members, I recommend joining social media groups such as Facebook groups, Flesh and Blood subreddits, and Discord servers. I will provide links in the description of this video to all the most popular online spaces that you can discuss lore in, including the Eternal Oracles Discord, a server created by me for those passionate about lore and other creative aspects of Flesh and Blood. And, of course, you can continue to find out more about the world of Rathe through my YouTube channel. Deep dives on regions, cinematic pieces on heroes, and lore theories are some of the content you can expect to find. I hope that this video has helped guide you on your way to learning all there is to know about the world of Rathe. If you'd like to dive deeper, check out my Regions of Rathe World Overview video, which will provide you with a quick rundown on the basics of the world of Rathe. Then check out the rest of the series where I deep dive on everything there is to know about each region. If you prefer to listen to an audio-only version, you can find them on Spotify. Until next time, stay curious.